The president is clearly concerned about how this development is being viewed politically, especially because a new round of negotiations for a border wall will begin soon. The president signed the measure without cameras by about 9:30 last night, and then the official memo went out for employees to begin an orderly reopening of government. Washington open for business again. With her signature, Speaker Nancy Pelosi sent the president a short-term fix to end the longest government shutdown.
It's kind of a solemn occasion for us because so many people have suffered so long.
The president promised quick payouts for federal workers.
I will make sure that all employees receive their back pay very quickly.
Government employees like IRS veteran Kathy Kulani.
It feels exciting to go back to work, to have a purpose.
Relief at airports, too.
Our officers are going to get the paychecks that they've earned.
Friday, public safety was on the line after unpaid traffic controllers called in sick, grounding some flights. Pressure landed on the White House. The president made the big announcement with a Rose Garden backdrop, but the deal comes with a big thorn. No new money for his border wall.
Walls should not be controversial.
Democrats did get what they demanded. Reopen government first, then negotiate border security spending. A victory for Speaker Pelosi.
No one should ever underestimate the Speaker, as Donald Trump has learned.
Pelosi gave credit to her party.
Our unity is our power, and that is what maybe the president underestimated.
But the president said if necessary, he will use his authority to declare a national emergency to build a border wall.
We're going to work with the Democrats, we're going to see. And if we can't do that, then we'll do, obviously, we're going to do the emergency, because that's what it is. It's a national emergency.
Democrats say they are ready to negotiate.
We in Congress will roll up our sleeves and try to find some agreement on border security.
On Twitter Friday night, the president insisted this was in no way a concession. If no deal is done, it's off to the races. And that tweet seemed to be a message to some of the outside conservative voices. Now, remember, this was passed by both Senate and House unanimously, so every Republican signed on. But Ann Coulter, who's an author and conservative critic, used it for a tweet that digs at both this president and former president, the late George H.W. Bush, saying, good news for George Herbert Walker Bush. As of today, he is no longer the biggest wimp ever to serve as president of the United States. A cutting tweet for this president and certainly for the Bush family. Peter, Chanel.
Kelly O'Donnell on the North Lawn. Kelly, thank you.
Elise Jordan is an NBC News political analyst and a Time magazine contributor. Elise, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, so put this in perspective. Here we are 35 days later, and we're right back essentially to where we started. So there's no deal on immigration. The clock has been reset to February 15th, essentially. What's changed?
Well, the human chaos level inside the United States changed. You look at over 800,000 federal workers who didn't get their paycheck for an honest day's work. You look at over 1 million contractors who may not even get paid. You look at the airports that started to be impacted. You look at the food safety inspections that weren't happening. And all this important work that we take for granted by the government. And America started to notice.
Yeah, I nearly got stuck in that air travel mess tomorrow. That was a big issue that may have turned the tide in this situation here. I think one of the best takeaways I heard about this was he didn't get the wall, but America paid for it. The headlines have been brutal for this president in the course of the last 12 to 24 hours as it relates to the shutdown. We saw what Ann Coulter said a short time ago. Moderates, obviously, have been alienated by this, frustrated by nothing coming of a 35-day shutdown. Conservatives, the president's base, has been outraged as well. What does this mean? What does this do politically to President Trump?
Politically, you look at how Donald Trump's approval, which already has never been historically high, it took a nosedive. And you look at how Americans overall, in a new Washington Post poll, they blame Republicans and Donald Trump for this shutdown. So politically, he gained nothing in this shutdown about nothing.
So then, speaking of gaining, how much clout did then Pelosi gain from all of this?
Well, Nancy Pelosi really can take a victory lap today. And the scary part, I think, politically, is you see how Donald Trump is a president who is driven and inspired and motivated by the media narrative. And if the media narrative is that Nancy Pelosi won, which she didn't cave at all, and she didn't give a dime for Donald Trump's border wall, and the government is reopened, and Donald Trump could creep closer towards declaring a national emergency, which he already has been hinting about. So we've got a 3-week period. Yeah. Is Mexico going to pay for the wall? Because it certainly looks like Congress isn't going to.
Yeah, the bottom line is we may be doing this again on February 15th. So cancel your Valentine's Day plans in Washington.
Elise Jordan, thank you.
Nice to see you, Elise. Thanks so much.